Welcome everyone to today's training on emergency preparedness. Our goal is to understand how to prepare for emergencies to protect our family and our housing. Also to help us minimize the damage to any facility or housing that we would have. Emergency preparedness is everyone's responsibility, and to help ensure continuity of services and lifestyle that we are accustomed to, and to how to deal with unexpected events. I am your facilitator today, Dr. Yolonda Young Simmons, and let's get started. This is a staff development training series adhered to, and the reason why we have it is to adhere to our contract and our funders' compliance. That's why we take the training. We take the training to assist you in understanding the requirements you may have for your company or your employees, or to just give you additional information that could benefit you. This is a faith-based program because Jesus is Lord in our lives, and it's very important that we take opportunity to get the training that we need in both the biblical aspect as our faith meets the real world. We want to improve our knowledge and skills in any industry we work in. We want to improve the knowledge of our company policies and the goal. This is why we take additional training to make it a better workplace environment. That's so important that we take advantage of these opportunities that's available to us so that we can encourage and enhance our skill level, and above all, to serve people better. We operate as a team to serve people better, and we walk by faith and not by sight. So let's talk about earthquake, tornadoes, hurricanes, and fires as we prepare. The definition of being prepared is the process of planning, training, and organizing our resources to respond to emergencies and disasters. Because when emergencies hit, anxiety, nervousness, and fear of the unknown, I mean, we just close down because our body don't know how to deal with disasters, national disasters. I mean, just remember when we had the COVID-19 hit, pandemic and disaster was everywhere. It was just like, wow, it hit us hard and we were not prepared. And there's certain things that we can prepare for and some things we cannot prepare for. But the impact of the emergency is usually very severe. And it's time to just really take a moment and think. Think as I look back some years ago and I think about Northridge earthquake. I think that happened in 1994. And we didn't plan, and things was happening all over the world. And we were just nervous. The ATMs went down. We didn't have any plans whatsoever. But we have to observe and consider that it is important to understand that emergency preparedness is very important as we plan it effectively help us to respond better to emergencies. That's why we're doing this today so that we can respond better to emergency. Our beware, be prepared. Beware and be prepared. Preparedness is not just an event, it's an ongoing commitment. It's a commitment to your safety and your lifestyle. And, I wanted to reflect on some biblical aspects as we prepare. Just think about the highlights, and we talk about the work of the ant. They're self motivated, they prepare in advance for their future. The ant prepare food in the summer to survive the winter. And that's found in the Bible in Proverbs 6 through 8, how the ants prepare. Also, there's a couple other people that prepare in the Bible. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah built an ark on dry land. He was preparing in advance for something he did not see, but he walked by faith because God let him know that it was important to build an ark, and he saved his family. He saved our whole society because we all was birthed out of that. What he did by faith. And so we have to prepare. Oh, another one. Matthew's 25, 1 through 13. Can we forget the virgins? The 10 virgins that was preparing for their bridegroom to arrive. They didn't know what time, the date, and just like us, when emergencies come, we have no idea the time and the date. We don't have a time and date that Jesus will return. We don't have a time and date when we're going to live or die, but we could prepare. So there was five smart, wise virgins and there were 5 foolish virgins, and the wise virgins had extra oil. They prepared in advance while they were waiting for the bridegroom, because the bridegroom, they didn't know what time, but they were prepared. And when the bridegroom showed up, the 5 foolish did not have enough oil in their lamps, and their lamps went out, and they were not able to meet with the bridegroom. Much later, the silly ones showed up late because they had to go get some oil for, I mean, just read it for yourself, and they were late and they were not allowed in because he said, I do not know you. So I would say stay alert, stay prepared, prepare in advance. You can't take care of everything, but it could really, you would really be smart to set a goal and implement a safety plan and know your exit, know what you're going to do, and communicate to others. It'll make you feel much more satisfied to know that you planned ahead and you were prepared for whatever is coming ahead of you, because you can understand how to operate and uh, during an earthquake, drop, cover, hold on, get under a desk, get and look around your environment, try to decide what it looks like, what it feels like, and then implement your strategy at that time, because now you're prepared. You thought about it. You thought about what would happen to an earthquake. Look up ahead. Do you have a ceiling fan that may fall down on you? So once these disasters hit and you know your lifestyle and you know your room, you know your environment, it will keep you calm, cool, and a little collective during these crises, because they will come. So I would say be prepared. Create a list of contacts that can help you and your clients, if you have clients, or emergency contacts if you're working on a job. Get a backpack. And when you get the backpack, you may need to evaluate quickly. In the backpack, you can put personal items in it in advance. Get a copy of crucial or important documents, and maybe phone numbers, medical records, maybe some cash, some first aid items, and a checklist. Think about a earthquake kit that you would have. But if you have a little backpack like this, if something happened, you could just grab it and run out, and you know your important documents will be there. So start collecting your important papers, put them in a safe place so that you will be prepared during that time for an emergency. Clean and organize the work area. Get rid of some of your debris. Live a little lighter than having too much around. Store items properly. Make sure your chemical items are stored properly. Identify the exits in every room of your location, whether you're at work or you work from home or wherever you are. Just identify exit routes and use the correct tools. If you need a hammer, use a hammer. Don't use the incorrect tool. Don't injure yourself during the process of an emergency. Learn how to lift things using the right muscles, and you will do that right away. Stay alert. Be aware of your environment, and make sure that without a doubt that you plan ahead. It doesn't have to be a sophisticated plan, but something that you can learn how to work with and within. Because with that plan, it'll make you'll feel calm, you'll feel cool and collective. Also, learn how to use a fire extinguisher. It's easy to remember how to use a fire extinguisher if you can just remember PASS, which stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. And here's a demonstration I'd like to show you. You pull the pin, and then you aim the fire at the bottom. Make sure you are aiming at the bottom, and then you squeeze the handle. Look at the handles on there. You squeeze the handle to depress and release the extinguishing agent from the fire extinguisher, and then you sweep. You sweep from side to side until the fire is completely out. Start using the extinguisher from a safe distance, and then move forward. Once the fire is out, keep an eye on the area in case it reignites. If you need to save this video, save it in your save area so that you can look at it later. If you forget the word push, I mean pass, PASS. If you forget that, then you can have this video as a reference. But it's important to stay calm. This, in closing, this is just a beginning level of essentials that's needed during a crisis. We all seek God first. You pray ahead. You pray to God, and that God will give you wisdom on the things. Thank you so very much for joining us during this session. If you want more information, email me at freenonetraining@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Yolonda Young Simmons, and I just appreciate you joining us. Leave us a comment. Thank you so very much, and like or subscribe to this video and to the entire training that we provide for you. It is our goal to provide educational material that'll keep your faith strong, because we believe that God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And we believe that you may be that one to do that extraordinary things. God bless you and thank you. Enjoy.